Hi guys, I hope you are all keeping very well and you are managing to put your lockdown in okay. I think we are on week 9 of our Vital Lockdown series. Um, this is not, definitely not, I would like to be chatting with you guys. I would love to be in our room as normal and eating sweeties and whatever, but unfortunately that's just not the way we can do it just yet, but hopefully we're on the home straight. Maybe sometime soon we'll all be together again. We'll be able to have our chats and in person again, which is what we're all hoping for. As I say, I hope you are all keeping safe and I hope you are all managing to put your lockdown in okay. If you need anything or you need prayer for anything, just reach out to us, any of the leaders, either via our Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. Just give us a shout. If you need anything at all, you or your family or your friends, if you just need prayer, if you need anything, give us a shout. We are here for you guys and we desperately miss you. So I'm gonna get straight into this because I keep trying to record this and I end up making it far too long. So last week you had James and he was talking about thankfulness. This week you have yours truly and I am talking about encouraging others. And I think to start with, I think the best thing to do is probably identify what encouraging others means, or to be encouraged means. And it's basically to inspire confidence and hope. And I think it's just about giving somebody a boost in who they are and what they do, in talents and skills and anything really that you see in them. And just telling them about it. And everybody, like anybody, loves being told that they're good at something, that they have a quality or skill, that they are just good at showing and practicing, whether it's you're really good in sports or you're really musical or you're just really super good in school and in class and you're intelligent and you're book smart or you're a really good runner, good cook. There's loads of things. There's so many things that we can be good at and people can compliment us on. And when we get those compliments, I know that I was a bit of a surprise, as a bit of a like teacher's pet in school. So when I got my reports, I was just loving life because your wee comment sections just had lovely wee comments in them. And I loved getting my school report because it was just like a wee booster. But more so than that, encouraging people isn't just about telling them you're really good at that or you look really pretty today or anything like that. It's about showing up for people. It's about, hey, I'm in town, do you want to go for a coffee? Hey, I haven't seen you in ages, I really miss you. Hi, I was just thinking about you and I just want to see how you are. Messages, phone calls, showing up to school with your friend's favourite sweet in your pocket and pulling it out in class and just saying, here, I know you hate French. This'll make you feel better. And those are encouragements, even when we don't realise that we are encouraging another person, that we're giving somebody hope, that we're giving them a boost, that we're giving them just a feeling of a little skip, I suppose, a little joy in your heart, a little heart hug. That you can just give that to somebody just by being who you are. And the more you get to know somebody, the more you'll realise what it is that encourages them most. I know that my mum loves it when you buy her little gifts. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy or big. It can be a bag of Revels from the shop and it's a little surprise and it gives her such a boost. I know that my dad loves it when he is working out in the garden or working around the house and I come out and I help him. I know that my best friend Holly, whenever I say I'm on the road to your house, put the kettle on, she loves that. And they are things that I've learned over years of being in relationship with these people and knowing them. And I think it's you don't have to know them for a long time to know what it is that makes a person happy. You can gauge that very, very quickly. But it's just about pinpointing those little things and figuring out how you can, without seeking any praise or any like affirmation for yourself, because you're not trying to do it because you want other people to say, oh, you're so great or you're so wonderful. It's not for a pat on the back for yourself. It's simply because it brings you joy to show other people love and care and compassion and encouraging others. It brings you happiness to do that. And it's a practice. Sometimes you can be great at it, and sometimes it's just something you have to practice yourself doing. Just being generous with your time, being generous with money, being generous with a listening ear, with advice, with anything really. It's encouragement and generosity go a lot hand in hand, and it's not all about financially giving to people or buying people gifts all the time or doing this. It just can be simply just cheering somebody on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock because they're doing a great job in the NHS. It can be as simple as just going out to your back door and slapping a wooden spoon on the back of a saucepan. And that maybe seems like it's a bit of crack. Maybe you laugh at the sound that is coming around from your estates or your homes or whatever. But that when NHS workers see those videos, or hear the claps, that encourages them more than we could ever know. And that's such a beautiful thing to know that we're doing that. And it's for no reason other than to know that we are supporting them, that we're encouraging them, that we know what they're doing. And that's really what encouraging others is. It's about support. It's about feeling of holding somebody else up, of pulling them up to the table, of just saying, like, I see you and I see what you do, and I'm seeing what God is doing in you, and I know that there are qualities in you that you maybe don't realise are from God, whether these are friends who are Christian friends, whether these are people who aren't Christians, or and you can be a Christian or you might not believe in God or anything like that, but you can call out these things in people. And it's so important to just encourage people for what they are and the goodness that they hold. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in things that are heavy and things that we feel at and things that make us sad, that it's so nice to be told you're really good at this thing. You have a real gift in this area. You are so talented in that. It's lovely to be told those things. And I think it's just really important that we can find the time to do that in our day-to-day lives with friends and family and strangers. And it can be scary sometimes, it can be daunting, but it's a wonderful thing to be able to do. God encourages us in huge amounts throughout the Bible, but in different parables and stories in the Bible. Like, he encourages us in our prayers. He encourages us in yeses to prayers and no's to prayers, and in waiting for answers to prayers. Sometimes as Christians we can feel our discouragement in life, that we are almost not trusting in God's plan fully, and we can feel discouraged in God's plan for us. But know that Jesus felt discouraged. It wasn't that he didn't trust in God's plan or believe in God's purpose for his life, but he felt discouraged because of the weight of the task that he was being asked to do. In the Garden of Gethsemane, he was praying to God, and he said, the weight of this sorrow is crushing my soul. I feel so overwhelmed by the thought of leaving this earth. I really don't want to. I don't want to leave my friends. I don't want to leave this world. But God, if not my will but yours. He didn't say, God, I don't want to do this. Find another way. He said, God, if you can do this another way, please do. But not because it's what I want. If it's what needs to be done, I'll take up the cross. And he did. And sometimes I think we forget that our discouragement is not ungodly. It is it's just a season of life where God is maybe telling us to wait, and we can feel discouraged because we really think we know what we want and we think we know what's best, and God's saying just wait for me and my plan and my purpose. And you can be the answer to somebody's prayer, to that plan or purpose, by just saying, I can see something in you, I can encourage you in this. And you can spur somebody on to just keep holding on to God's plan and God's purpose for their life, to just keep holding on to the waiting, to keep holding on to the answer that will come, even if it's not in the way they think it is. You can be the person that can just say one thing that you might not even feel is going to encourage anybody. It might be just something small and flippant and silly that's just a wee thing that kind of rolls off your tongue without you realising. That'll be the words that are literally God is putting in your head to tell this person, and you just don't even realise that. And somebody can hold on to that for years. You know, they'll hear it in their head anytime they're feeling low or discouraged, or that they don't know where to go or what to do. They could hear your voice and they could hear your words, and they can, without realising it, be listening to what God is saying into their lives. So don't feel like you need to be making this big grand slam, big statement every time you see somebody. You can just be doing it by showing up and being their friend, by saying hi to the person who maybe is quiet in school, by sending a text message off to somebody who's maybe really, really bad at communicating with people. And it's really, we take it so for granted on how easy it is to encourage others, but I think it comes natural to most of us without our realising, which is a beautiful thing that God has blessed us with. So just use that gifting. Use the gifting that you have to be a friend to others, to be a leader, to be the person that just gives sweet compliments and, you know, just goes out of their way to say hi. It's not a huge tasking, but it can make all the difference in somebody's life and somebody's walk with Jesus. So yeah, that is really all I have to talk to you about tonight. I hope that you got something from this. I hope I didn't waffle too much. And I really, really hope that we get to see you all soon. I'm going to leave you with a task. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it's just something to think about. Think just of three things you could do to encourage people around you. It could be a text message, it could be a phone call, it could be hoovering the house for your mum, it could be anything. It could just think of something you can do that's not going to be too crazy, that just will encourage somebody that you love and care for, and that you want them to know that you love and care for them. So as I said, guys, really, really miss you all and can't wait to be with you all again. Stay safe, and we will see you all soon.